Hey there, I'm your pal C. Jacobs, and welcome to The Surge 2 by Deck 13. Oh, I'm excited for this one. The Surge 2 is, of course, the sequel to 2017's The Surge, also by Deck 13. It features a lot of fun and unique mechanics that I think make it stand out among action RPGs. You know, the implant system and targeting individual limbs and all that good stuff. Just a bunch of stuff to set it apart from the competition. The gameplay is cinematic and it's very smooth, and it's got a lot of really cool handcrafted animations that look very good, and we'll get into all of that stuff over the course of the next, 30 episodes. But the sequel brings new depth to all of that and more, and it has very quickly become one of my favorite video games that I've played in the past couple of years. Yes, The Surge 2 is bigger, it's badder, it's bolder, and it's a lot more fun too, which is saying something because the first game also was a lot of fun. I'm very excited to bring it to you. I have been waiting a long time to show you the fruits of Deck 13's labor. Let's dive right in, shall we?
What if machines were pure, a basic universal concept without morals or destiny? Yet because they are created by humans, inheriting all their countless imperfections, how could machines ever be better than us? Would they not, by design, follow the path of their creators, and, in the end, fail?
My God, what is this? It's coming right at us. Are evasive maneuvers? Take evasive maneuvers!
Please brace for impact. Medical report TS1. Our new patient has been in a semi-delirious state for weeks. The subject seems to be reliving traumatic memories of Flight 221. A girl. Some sort of anomaly.
It's not over.
But this can't be true. There was only one survivor in the crash.
Wakey wakey, we've got work to do. Welcome everybody to Jericho City. You know, normally people get into Jericho by highway or subway train or even perhaps boat, considering it's a port town, but our character appears to have made her way in via coma, which is not entirely standard, but our frontal lobe appears to be fully operational, and our legs too, so let's skedaddle before whatever made that horrible noise comes back, shall we? All right or not, I guess we are just stuck here. In a prison, with no hope for escape. Oh, I'm probably gonna make that joke about 1,000 times before this Let's Play's over. I hope you're ready for that. But on the bright side, we appear to be in a hospital, not a prison, so that should make getting out of here hypothetically a little bit easier.
All prisoners stay in their cells. Robotic guards have been deployed.
Oh. Alright, so I guess this is a prison. Fine by me.
Now.
I am no stranger to trial by combat. Because it seems like the guards aren't going to let us go without a little hassle first. Yes, just like in the Surge 1, we can chain together horizontal and vertical attacks to do different combos, target specific limbs, damage enemy armor, and gather our energy to cut them off and add them to our arsenal. Not right now, though. Right now, we're just a normal human being, so we can't do any of that. But soon, though, don't you worry. We'll be hacking and whacking and smacking just like the good old days. What have we here?
Medical report number TS2. The patient you brought me some weeks ago is still in coma. Cannot determine if she's infected. Sirs, I am just level 1 doctor in a police detention facility. But I do not recommend transport, not yet.
Ah, nonsense. My legs are working just fine. And once we get our hands on some shoes, or I guess my feet on some shoes, I'll be able to tackle the whole damn world. Asterisk, robot dinosaurs excluded. Expert at walking on glass, though, without cutting her feet. Eat your heart out, Bruce Willis. Maybe someday we'll be able to fight robot dinosaurs, but for now, maybe let's just keep it on the down low. Think these police robots are good enough for me. Yes, the Surge 2's opening is a little bit more bombastic than the first games, but a shift in tone is always nice.
Let's see what you got. Pick dry. There's nothing left. Give up your weapon.
Buddy, I don't think you need my weapon. You have the ability to shear a bed in half with your bare hands. I think you're plenty strong already, sir. And let that be a lesson to you. Never try to take on a person who is essentially dual-wielding cattle prods. Won't turn out well for you. A lesson which we are apparently going to have to teach everybody in here, because all of these prisoners are inherently hostile to us. I guess it makes sense, you know? I have a weapon. They want it. It's a prison riot, you know? Nobody's friends in a prison riot. I like the bluntness of that message. You are too weak. I mean, it's not like we have some kind of exosuit that'll enhance our natural strength and abilities. That would be silly for this game to have something like that. What it does have, though, is backstabs. Backstabbing was in the Surge 1, and it was kind of hard to pull off, but it returns in the Surge 2, and it's a little bit easier. And that's a recurring theme with the mechanics in this game, is that they made it a little bit easier to vary up your techniques and your tactics without detracting from the depth that was already there. You know, they add new depth without taking any away, and you know, that's something that's expected of a sequel, and I think the Surge 2 pulls it off really, really well. There's lots of fun mechanics to play with in this game.
Can anyone hear me? This is Garcia speaking. The creature has made its way to the maximum security ward. Dozens of prisoners have escaped from their cells. It's a massacre out here. Maintain law and order at all costs. Failure is not an option.
Yeah, about that whole law and order thing. It turns out that law and order are conveniently both the first two things to go in the event of a prison riot, so I don't think you're gonna find any of that here, unfortunately. Case in point, someone seems to have raided the armory. Fantastic.
Think you can mess with me? I'll kill you dead. Just like those damn cops.
Look at that, we don't even have an exosuit yet, and we've already got our first boss fight. And, it seems they were out of helmets, so Nitro's a little ill-equipped too. Why don't we punch him right in his big stupid head? We don't even have the ability to dodge right now, or sprint, considering we just woke up from a coma 2 minutes ago. You know, shows you that blocking is worth doing in this game. And that you'll get a mild concussion if you don't block. I think he got the worst end of the deal, though. I mean, look at him. He's positively burning up. Sorry, easy joke, I had to take it. We got a key card from him, so now we can raid the armory for ourselves, see if there's anything left. I like that little musical stinger. That's the theme from the first game. You'll hear that motif every now and again. It's really nice.
You are now eligible to redeem your customized MG Exo-Rig Mark 12. Surgery is a thing of the past. The new MG is faster, more powerful, and sleeker than ever. Once you strap it on, it'll meld with your molecules in a flash. The metamorphosis is so seamless, you'll neither know nor care which functions are still performed by your own body. Let MG take control of your nervous system and take back control of your life.
Well, that's reassuring. Sort of. It seems that the Exo-Rig system has changed since the Surge 1. Improvements to technology. Now you can take it off, because it isn't, you know, attached to your body with mechanics and surgery and incredibly painful drills. Now it's all magnets. Although I guess you do still have to have the neural link installed, which, I don't know. I have a feeling that no matter what, having a drill forced into your skull and brain is probably pretty painful. I guess I've never had it happen to me, but doesn't seem like something I'd want to try. Leveling up is pretty much the same, with a couple of new exceptions. Our core power's up there at the top, and by spending the scrap we got from defeating enemies, we can level up, which will allow us to equip more implants and armor. But also, leveling up now gives you module points, which you can use to permanently increase your health, stamina, and battery efficiency. Pretty nifty.
Rig installation complete.
Looking sharp! So the Surge 2 has a character creator, which lets you customize your appearance and be whoever the hell you want, including our backstory. Our character, who I have decided to call Charlotte, I guess, Charlotte Jacobs, used to be a search and rescue officer, which gives her a little bit of experience with power tools that these prisoners, yeah, they unfortunately don't have. Oof. So now we can collect energy by striking opponents and disarm them to steal their equipment, like this salvaged gouger, which is much more useful than our defibrillators.
This is the emergency broadcast system. Jericho City is under siege. As you know, nanites of unknown origin have descended all over town. The lockdown has lasted for almost 2 months now. Communication with the outside world has been cut off for almost as long. So, to mitigate the spread of a lethal nanite plague known as defrag, government forces have been working around the clock to evacuate one district after another. A state-of-the-art containment wall has been erected to quarantine the area at the center of the outbreak. Stay vigilant. Stay strong. But most importantly, stay inside.
Yeah, I'd really rather not be cooped up here with a robot nanobot dinosaur, so I think we are going to ignore that advice and continue breaking out of here. And hey, now that we have our exosuit, we can open these depowered doors, which will allow us to pop open that one downstairs. In addition to a little loop back, that's something they're very good about in this game, is making sure that you can get anywhere from anywhere else. So, hey, if we wanted to go back to our sick bay for whatever reason, we totally can. Yeesh. Why, yes, I will take that equalizer. Hey, look, it's back from the first game. Still deadly.
You!
What?
Please, you gotta let me out. I'm not a criminal. Just an average Joe.
Oh, I'm aware of that. You seem pretty familiar, sir.
Shit. Thank you. I was beginning to lose hope.
Don't mention it.
I'd love to repay you, but as you might guess, I'm a bit broke right now. I hope I see you again. Ben Burke never leaves a debt unpaid.
Ben Burke. Long time no see. How you doing, pal?
No, damn it, I'm not okay. Haven't been okay in weeks. People are killing each other for scraps out there. It's complete anarchy. I can only pray we make it out in one piece. But even if we do, I have no idea what's waiting for us.
Yeah, believe me, it's hell out there. Gotta get your hands on an exo rig. How'd you end up here?
You heard about Prio, right? Well, I was there. Damn government dudes came. Thought I was finally safe. But they wouldn't let me go. Even after I told them all about what happened.
Well, I think we already know, but we'll ask anyway for Charlotte's sake. Tell me, what happened to Creo?
Something like a power surge went through the whole system. Melted circuits and brains alike. And the whole damn factory tore itself apart. I lost my whole team in there. Even Smithy. But this time, I swear I'll keep people safe.
Oh, you haven't changed a bit, buddy. Cool. Well, I'm glad you have a goal in mind. Where to? I'll follow you anywhere, Ben Burke.
I heard there's an evacuation camp in the city. Gateway Bravo or something. Gonna try my luck there. I always wanted to be a search and rescue guy. Maybe we'll see each other around.
Maybe we will. In fact, I hope we will. Good luck out there, buddy. Believe me, we're both gonna need it.
Come to the evac camp. I'll be there.
So hey, look! Ben Burke! You remember Ben Burke, right? You remember? He was the guy that came over the PA system when we were back in Central Production B in the Surge 1. Remember? He got on a train to the biolabs and then we never saw him again. In fact, we never saw him at all. Well, he's back. And I like that he's back. I think it's kind of cool that there are some ties to the first game here and there. You know, they haven't forgotten their history, haven't forgotten where they came from. Makes me feel good inside. I don't know. I'm happy he's okay. Tie up that little loose end. So you might have noticed that we don't have a solid number of injectables. This time around, the Medivoltaic injector is our main source of healing. You may recall that I revered the goddamn thing in the first game, because it was really useful. And now it's even more useful, because we can store charges so that we can heal outside of combat, or use our excess energy for something instead of just letting it drain. It's got a lot of utility, believe me. Things unsaid.
Hey, it's me. Yeah. The number gave it away. Heard they offered you the job. Sorry. I wanted to tell you at the right time. The right time? Open your eyes, Garcia. There's never gonna be a right time. Not anymore. It's not gonna change anything between... I know, that's not what this is about, okay? Just take care, okay? This thing is dangerous. I'm sorry. So am I.
This is the
We'll talk,
emergency broadcast
okay?
system.
Yeah, believe me, I think we have ample evidence of the danger at this point. Perhaps everybody around here does. Using that keycard Ben Burke gave us, we can open up this locker, and inside is our first one-handed weapon. It's the empty INF Labs chassis. Not too super useful, but it's a real good beaten stick. And now, our business finished, let's continue our prison break, shall we? I very much would like to get the hell out of here.
Nobody gets out on my watch. Stay back!
Hey, we were just talking about you. Okay. Guess we're gonna have to find a way around. This, Garcia gentleman seems very dedicated to the cause. And here, we have picked up the directional block analyzer, an implant that I am going to be wearing for, literally, the rest of the game. I am never going to take this thing off because it is supremely useful. The Surge 2 has a new parry system. Instead of just blocking at the right time, Now we can flick the stick in the direction of an incoming attack to get an automatic parry. And then we can riposte for massive damage and damage limbs and stumble enemies, and it's awesome. High risk, but high reward.
God, what is it? It's coming right at us. Are evasive maneuvers? Take evasive maneuvers! Shit!
Yeah, how'd that work out for you? Or, I guess work out for us. I mean, we were on that plane. Anyway, the directional blocking is one of the coolest additions to the Surge 2, because it lets you take the fight to your enemies, you know, get right up in their face and be even more aggressive. You know, one of the key tenets of the Surge's combat was being aggressive, you know, focused on stumbling your enemies, catching them off guard. The Surge 2 has even more of that. You can be even more aggressive now. Only problem is you have to time it right, which is easier said than done. There's a very small window when you start a parry and when the parry ends where you are vulnerable to instantly be stumbled by incoming attacks, and let me tell you, it's very embarrassing to get hit by one of those. So let's try not to do that, shall we? I got a lot of practice. Hello. And goodbye. Okay. I guess I'll see you around. Maybe let's not make the incredibly dumb decision of going in there and, oh, okay, I guess she's doing it anyway. That's fine. The enemy has left. The danger has passed. I think. I mean, hey, there was a collectible in there. You never know. You gotta try it at least. So we opened up another loop back. Let's head back to the med bay here because I'm not quite prepared for whatever's out there in the wide open world just yet, let's say. Just like in the Surge 1, going back to the med bay allows us to disassemble the scrap items we have picked up off the floor, level up our character, bank our tech scraps so we don't lose it, and upgrade our equipment. Upgrading equipment is mostly the same, with one exception that we will talk about later when it's relevant. For now, however, make note that we can upgrade our medivoltaic injector, which is kinda neat, in addition to our weapons. The Surge 1 had a focus on stacking multiples of the same implant to get added benefits, you know, more health, more stamina, and all that stuff. But in this game, you can only have one of each type of implant at once, which adds a different feel to it, where you are reinforcing the implants that you have instead of just stacking many, many types of the same one. It teaches you to give more care and thought to what little equipment you have to work with, basically. Mix and match to suit your playstyle, but with limited supplies. But don't worry, we got a lot of upgrading in our future. For now, let us get the hell out of here. Oh! Chunky salsa.
You're gonna regret this.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, we are jumping right into it. It's our first actual boss fight. Sorry, Nitro doesn't count. It's Warden Garcia, and he is very, very determined not to let us escape. He's very dedicated to his job, it seems. Okay, that's fine. Warden Garcia has a drone that takes pot shots. He is very aggressive with a single rigged weapon, and he also has the ability to fire a bunch of very, very damaging explosive Molotovs. You believe me, you don't want to get hit by those. Garcia is a really fun intro boss. He's got a lot of tools at his disposal, but he also teaches you the rules of the game pretty well, I think. He's got his single rigged weapon fires pretty slow, and there's a little bit of cover, you know, so that we can escape from the drone, so it's cool. It teaches you to use the environment and to make use of, you know, everything we learned in the tutorial. Because if you parry him enough times successfully, well, yeah. I think he's more than offline.
Owner killed in action. Assigning drone to nearby police exo rig.
Oh, nice. I'll take it. Think we'll probably make better use of it than he would have. For destroying the armor on his left arm, or rather his right arm, sorry. Facing the enemy, I keep forgetting which arm is which. His right arm gives us the Jackknife Pro, our first single-rigged weapon, and it is very useful. Now let's get the hell out of here. What is that? Oh, I don't like that. I'm very apprehensive about stepping in that.
Can I get my toy, please? Oh, right. Sorry. I'm Athena Gutenberg.
Huh. Very familiar name. I'll take that.
Can you hear me? Go to Port Nixon. Behind the plane.
Well, this all seems incredibly normal. Stepping into a gribbly vortex, picking up a toy manifested out of a gribbly chest, spoken to by a gribbly voice in my head. I think this may be one of my gribbliest Let's Plays yet. Fantastic, super awesome. The drone's changed from the Surge 1. Now, instead of using energy to fire, it's got its own proprietary ammo. A couple of ammo types, actually. We'll be picking up lots of fun weapons of mass destruction and limb tearing. Now, it hovers behind us when we hit the triangle button, and we can take pot shots at whatever we want. You know, limbs, robots, anything, without expending any energy. Super useful.
Hello? Can you hear me? My name is Brother Truman. I'm waiting outside. Take care of those guys, and I'll turn on the lift.
Okay. I was gonna do that anyway.
Well done. The lift should work again.
Awesome. Thanks for the help, I think. Boy, it's been a hell of a day already, huh? We just woke up out of a 2-month coma, and we've already killed like 15 people, cut off a whole bunch of limbs, scavenged an entire exo rig's worth of supplies and armor. We now have a gun, armed to the teeth. Let's head out onto the wide open world and hope we're ready. Loading screens in this game are quite short, actually, especially if you install it on an SSD. But I'm not going to cut them out because they give you a good look at the city and where we are. Welcome to Jericho, everybody.
Ah, you took the lift after all. At last, we meet in the flesh.
Indeed. Escape from detention complete. That's one quest out of the way. Only 1 million to go. So, Brother Truman, who are you?
There's a fire burning in your eyes, Acolyte. I haven't seen anything like it in a long time. The city is dying. The court is our last safe haven. Join my brethren and take back control. It's now or never.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I would very much appreciate being kindly informed.
I can see your confusion. You must have been locked away for a long time. You'll be in for a rude awakening. The world has changed in a heartbeat. I'd explain more, but it's best to witness the new order with your own eyes.
Okay. I suppose I'll get to witnessing then. But, I really would appreciate being allowed to get my bearings first.
You're staring at Jericho City, Acolyte. At least what's left of it.
Okay. Not too extremely helpful, but I appreciate the advice nonetheless.
I belong to the Children of the Spark, a small but growing church dedicated to a great cause. We're always on the lookout for recruits like yourself. Someone willing to get their hands dirty for the greater good. Journey forth and find the court, where our prophet, Brother Eli, will welcome you with open arms. See that giant octopus? Right under its tentacles, you'll find safe shelter.
Right under its tentacles. Well, you kind of sound like a nutcase, Brother Truman. Great.
You must have been in there for a very long time indeed. You'll see the awful truth soon enough. Anarchy reigns supreme on our streets. People fear the new dawn that's upon us. The government built a wall around us to hold back the inevitable. They reject the change that comes with the nanite swarm. This plague is not what it seems. Humanity is ascending. We are the progenitors of a new race.
Yep. Definitely a religious nutcase. Another Let's Play full of those. Fantastic. Okay, Brother Truman. I'll hear you out. I will see you at the Seaside Court.
Brother Eli will reveal your destiny.
You know, I actually would like my destiny revealed while I'm here. Our current objective, I suppose, is to go and find the plane, which the gribbly voice in our head told us to do. And since Seaside Court is presumably at the seaside, I guess we'll be heading there anyway. So we'll stop and see this Brother Eli gentleman once we get there, I guess. To be honest, this place looks pretty normal from up here. I don't really see any nanite bullshit. I don't know. It seems... Oh. Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's probably bad news. Glooming death emerging from the sky. Like an outstretched hand about to seize humanity by the throat. Probably a bad thing. Let's ignore that for now.
Lost your way. Maybe I can help.
Buddy, you have no idea. Like I said, it's been a hell of a day. Nice to meet you. What's your deal, sir?
Didn't strike first, huh? Wise choice. Although these days I wouldn't blame you. There aren't a lot of good people around Jericho these days. Can't help but wonder whose side you're on.
Oh, don't you worry, I ain't no religious nutcase. I'm one of the good guys.
You'll be one of the dead guys soon if you don't upgrade your pitiful equipment. Trust me, I know my stuff.
Harsh, but fair enough. Tutorialize me.
Where you been all your life? It's survival of the fittest out here. If you get in a fight, the winner takes all. See that med bay right next to me? This is where you take your spoils to craft and upgrade equipment. Maybe you should give it a try. Here, take these parts and give it a go.
Well, that's very kind of you, stranger. You know, something about you seems pretty familiar, I don't know. Something I just can't put my finger on. But I do appreciate your Batman-esque willingness to help the people in need.
Beats me. I should have been smart enough to leave when there was still time, but I got inconvenienced. Helping people is kind of what I do. Besides, I still have some unfinished business here. Let's leave it at that.
Well, you really are like Batman. Some kind of exo-rig superhero. Tell me, what's your secret identity, stranger?
I might tell you one of these days, if you live long enough.
Fair enough. New goal. Live long enough to learn who the hell this guy is. Very mysterious, stranger.
Just like you then. Let's be glad we got out in time and keep it at that. I've been to a lot of hellholes lately, but this one wins hands down.
Fair enough. Guess we'll be seeing that for ourselves soon enough, huh? Take care. Enjoy your zip line. That seems pretty cool. I wish I had a zip line. But okay. Guess we'll be seeing this stranger from time to time. Hopefully he'll have some more advice for us as we go. For now, we got another med bay here. Gone are the days of the ops centers from the Surge 1 that take up an entire room's worth of space. Now it's just these cute little kiosks with the grabby arms. Unfortunately, we don't actually have any schematics with which to craft stuff right now. I guess there is the AID arm that we got from Warden Garcia, but yeah, we don't have much. In the next episode, we'll get a good amount of supplies going. And I suggest you tune in for the next episode because I may have a couple of guests joining me on the trip to the Seaside Court. Some guests that may seem a little bit familiar to those of you who've watched my streams. See you later, everybody, and welcome to the Surge 2.